Today we are looking at 15 rare Lincoln pennies that sold this year in 2024 for some really good money. So we're going to show you all kinds of different errors to look for on your coins. We're going to start off first with a 1998 penny. Now this coin you can look for in your proof sets. So here's an example of what a proof set from 1998 looks like. Now there are different colors, not just green ones, that have this 1998 proof penny within them. So for the proof penny, it will always be the S mint mark. You'll see an S mint mark below the date 1998. Now the first thing you want to look for on this coin is flip the coin over and look at the word America. Alright, so for this specific coin, they are supposed to have a wide AM. You'll see this image here on the right. It is the wide AM. There's a gap in between the A and the M. Now, if you find this penny in your proof set and it has a close AM, like the image here on the left, where the A and the M is nearly touching, then you want to have the coin graded. All right, so this coin ended up selling for $192 because of that close AM and because it's graded at a 69. So most of these coins will probably be, high, 60 grades. Or if you get lucky, a perfect 70 grade if you're pulling it from a proof coin set. This next coin, 1995 Lincoln penny. A lot of people forget about this one. You can always look for this one from the bank. It is a double die obverse. So you want to look for doubling on the lettering there. Very, very visible doubling on the obverse, the front of the penny. So always inspect your coins with your coin loops, coin microscopes. I have all of those items available at the link in the comments below. Feel free to pick one up today. Now this coin ended up selling for around $150 at auction. Of course, the condition or the grade will affect the value as well. So if this coin was in pretty rough shape, it wouldn't sell for that, even with the double die obverse, but it would still sell for, a lot more than 1 cent. All right, this next coin is from 1984. This coin sold for over $400. The Lincoln penny from 1984 that has a double die obverse. You want to look for doubling on the ear. You can see Lincoln's ear doubled there on this penny. That's what you want to look for on the 1984 pennies. This coin ended up selling for $408 at auction. This next coin, something that a lot of people forget about as well, because on, pennies from 1983 and other dates, you can look for all kinds of different errors, but a lot of people forget to look for the double die obverse on the 1983 Lincoln cent. This coin sold for around $100. As you see the doubling there on the lettering, the phrase "In God We Trust," that's where you want to look for that doubling at. About a $100 coin there. If it was a little bit higher grade, it could have sold for even more. Now, here's something that a lot of people pass up. The 1980 Lincoln penny. So many people forget to look for this one. You want to look for doubling, most noticeably on the date and the word Liberty. So very, very visible double die there on the 1980 Lincoln penny, and it gives the coin a lot of value. This coin ended up selling for $552 at auction. So never pass up the 1980 pennies without inspecting them very, very closely underneath your coin microscope. Hey guys, we got brand new coin roll hunting cards. So everything that's on the coin roll hunting mats are on these brand new coin roll hunting cards. They are all laminated and they show you rare key dates and errors to look for. You can put them all in your pocket, your wallet, your purse, on the go, so you don't have to carry around 11-inch by 17-inch coin mat. But by the way, these coin mats are amazing, guys. You can buy them in a bundle right now, discounted price. They're rubber soft for your coins. They show you all the dates and errors to look for. You get all 5 of them as a bundle, or you can buy them individually. I will have these items tagged to this video, and also I will leave a link in the comments below if you guys want to pick up some coin roll hunting cards or the coin roll hunting mats. And don't forget, guys, my book, A Guide to Coin Hunting and A Guide to Paper Money Hunting. I show you rare coins to look for, rare dollar bills to look for. Shows you all kinds of information on modern coins, older coins, silver coins, error coins, everything to look for, mint marks. Everything is in these books, guys. Feel free to pick them up at the link in the comments below. Next up is a 1972. This is a very famous double die. Everyone knows about the 1972. It's extreme doubling taking place on the date and the lettering of the coin. This coin ended up selling for over $1,400. this year in 2024. So it really depends on the grade or the condition, of course, as well, and you know, which coin you have, which double die you have. There's different types of doubling on different dated coins. This one here is a very sought after double die, so always inspect your 1972s as well. This next one is probably the most famous double die, the 1955 wheat penny. Pretty extreme doubling here. I think it kind of speaks for itself. This coin sold for over $7,000. So these tend to sell for, you know, a couple thousand to tens of thousands, depending on the condition of the coin. Now here is a 1951 wheat penny. You know, it's very common to have a 1951 wheat penny. It is the D mint mark. You'll see that below the date, meaning that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint. But this does have a double die obverse, so you want to look for doubling on the front of the 1951 wheat penny as well. This coin only sold for $70, so not as valuable, but still something to always look for. Now I know if you guys have wheat pennies in your coin collection, you probably have a 1944 wheat penny. They're pretty common to have, but if you find one like this, you're talking a good chunk of money. This coin ended up selling for $336 at auction, because if we zoom in down there to the date and mint mark, if we focus on the mint mark, we want to look for this, a D over an S mint mark. There are two different examples here that I'm showing you. You'll see that S mint mark underneath the D mint mark in both examples. So there are a couple different ones to look for. So if you ever find one, definitely have the coin graded. This coin sold for $336 because of that and because of the condition. Now here's a 1943 steel penny, the only year that they made steel pennies, and this is the D mint mark. So it's really common to have steel cents, but to have it at this grade is what makes it valuable. This coin sold for $750. All because of the fact that it is graded at a 68. It's very hard to get certain coins at certain grades. This is only 2 grades off from a perfect 70 grade. And so if you have this at a 66, it's going to be a huge price difference. It's not going to be close to $750. But if you get lucky and you hit a 68, which is very difficult, then you're talking over $700 for that penny. Now if we go back in time to 1927, again 1927 pretty common to have, even though it's an older penny, but if you have the 1927 where the D mint mark has been repunched, like this example, you can see that D mint mark, an RPM repunched mint mark there. And that's what you want to look for on these coins. Even in this condition at a 35 grade, the coin still sold for over $50. So not too bad. Always something to look for on your old wheat pennies. Speaking of old wheat pennies, here's a 1917 wheat penny that's in pretty rough condition, only graded at a 4. Coin grading scale goes from 1 to 70. This is at a 4, so it's on the very low end of the coin grading scale, which means it's not in very good condition. However, this coin still sold for around $80 at auction because it has a double die obverse. You want to look for doubling there on the date, pretty extreme doubling on the date and the lettering of the 1917 wheat pennies. So there you go, look for that 1917 as well. And here is a corroded looking wheat penny. You would never think something like this would be valuable, but the coin still sold for $140 at auction. Now, why would a coin like this sell for that price? Well, because it is a key date coin. It is a lower minted 1914 with the D mint mark. So if you ever find a wheat penny from 1914, you want to make sure it has that D mint mark below the date. That will tell you that it's a low mintage coin, because for the year 1914 with the D mint mark, they only made a little over 1.1 million of these coins. So they're sought after by collectors in all kinds of different conditions. This condition, $140. However, if it was in much better condition, it could sell for thousands of dollars. Now we're going back to the first year of the Lincoln wheat cent, 1909. Most people are pretty familiar with the 1909 with the VDB initials on the back, the designer's initials there on the reverse of the coin at the bottom. All right, so you want to look for that. That's the first step. And then you also want to look for doubling on this coin. So there's some extra thickness on the date 1909 itself. That's what you want to look for on the 1909, no mint mark, VDB on the reverse of the coin, double die obverse. This coin sold for over $310 at auction. And one of the rarest pennies you can look for is the 1909 S mint mark that has a VDB on the back of the coin. If you find a 1909 like this with the S mint mark below the date and the VDB initials on the reverse at the bottom, you want to get the coin graded. They only made 484,000 of these coins. I personally have one in my collection. It's around a $1,000 coin. This is the same case. This coin sold for $960 even in this condition at a 30 grade, VF30. So always inspect your coins closely. Feel free to hit the links in the comments below if you guys want a coin microscope. I also have my products, my coin mats, coin cards, coin book, all tagged to this video, so feel free to check those products out. If you don't see them tagged, just hit the link in the comments below and you guys can pick them up there if you want to find some rare coins. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.